Now moving on, Nairobi motorists are now buying fuel at a reduced price after the energy regulator announced the new prices. The Energy Regulatory Committee, while announcing the new prices, stated that this was the lowest the prices have dropped since its formation 4 years ago. Marian Jerry with the story.
The Energy Regulatory Commission latest price adjustments on fuel came as a welcome sign to motorists in Nairobi. The new price schedule released by ERC confirms that Super Petrol will retail at 84.71 shillings after going down by 8.17 shillings in Nairobi. Diesel will now sell at 75.52 shillings with a reduction of 7.83 shillings. Kerosene has also gone down by 13.19 shillings and will now retail at 52.4 shillings. In Mombasa, a litre of Super Petrol will retail at 81.42 shillings, diesel at 72.25 shillings, while kerosene will sell at 49.69 shillings. The drop was influenced by a reduction in the price of imported fuel along with the exchange rates. However, it further remains to be seen whether public service operators and transporters will pass on the cost of reduced fuel prices to commuters and clients.
It may reduce ndio, but still to lose job because most of our clients wanatumia their own cars. And for us pia bei imeteremka. It's not like we used to ask for cash kitambo.
However, it is not just motorists who are heaving a sigh of relief following the reduced prices. Kenya's manufacturing sector stands to register millions in savings on energy prices.
The fuel reduction will, we as consumers, we want to feel it when it gets transferred to the goods and services. That's food. So we will feel it better if these other things goes down.
The fuel reduction will also see city dwellers who use kerosene for cooking and lighting benefit as well. For WTV, I am Marian Njeri.
Thank you, Marian Jerry, for that report. Moving on, farmers in Gatundu South have agreed to form a union that will help them to market their produce. Now, this resolution was reached during a strategy meeting held in Gatundu town that brought together coffee farmers in the area to deliberate on how to save the sector from collapse. This and more stories in our county roundup. The production of coffee has drastically reduced as more farmers abandon the crop for dairy farming and other ventures due to low returns. The union will comprise of all the 9 coffee societies in the area which currently market their coffee individually. Notably, the government is working together with the coffee farmers to revive its production through a bill to regulate cooperative societies. Meanwhile, an acute shortage of water has hit various parts of Western Kenya following a long dry spell. The situation is especially bad in parts of Homa Bay, Siaya and Kisumu counties, where residents walk several kilometers to get water. In some of these areas, only boreholes have water, as most water pans have dried up. Homa Bay County is to drill 21 boreholes to put an end to water scarcity in the region. Now, in our international front, following the release of a video on Sunday that appeared to show the beheadings of 21 Egyptian Christians in Libya, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi of Egypt warned that his country would respond to the deaths as it saw fit. This and more stories in our international news wrap.
Kenya squandered a chance to beat Argentina on the first day, came back to haunt them on the second as they lost 21-14 to England in the last pool game, which condemned them to the bowl competition. This was the 4th time in 5 outings this season that Kenya has failed to prove they were worthy to be in the top 8 teams in the series. Kenya beat Portugal 17-7 in the bowl quarterfinals in Las Vegas thanks to Lavin Asego, who scored his 50th try of his 7th circuit career. Kenya moved on to beat Samoa 19-5 for the bowl semi-finals. Shujaas culminated their Las Vegas outing with the 24-21 win over Argentina to win the bowl title.
And in sports, the Kenya Sevens rugby team recorded mixed results during the Las Vegas tournament in Nevada, USA, where they failed to make it to the main cup quarterfinals, but managed to stage a comeback against Argentina to clinch the bowl title. Here is more on the Rugby Sevens series.
The 5-minute footage showing the deaths of the Egyptians appeared on the Twitter feed of a website that supports Islamic State. According to the video, militants in black marched the captives dressed in orange jumpsuits to a beach. They were then forced down onto their knees and beheaded. These killings could Stephen Abdel Fattah al-Sisi resolve in dealing with the security threats from militants thriving in neighboring Libya's chaos who want to topple his US-backed government. Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, who met with the country's top military commanders to discuss the killings, called for a 7-day mourning period. The Coptic Church said it was confident the government would seek justice concerning the barbaric act. Following Somalia's readiness for the second phase of the Indian Ocean military operation against Al-Shabaab, Djibouti will be deploying 1,000 additional troops to Somalia. According to Osman Dubad, commander of the Djiboutian peacekeepers serving with the African Union mission in Somalia, all the soldiers will be deployed to this region within a couple of days. The officer also underlined that the fresh troops are going to join 1,000 Djiboutian soldiers already in AMISOM Zone 4, which is under control of peacekeepers from Ethiopia and Djibouti. Provisions including military hardware such as heavy trucks and machinery to be used have already been received by the Somali government's local officials and Colonel Osman Dubad. Djibouti, alongside Uganda, Kenya, Burundi, Ethiopia and Sierra Leone, contributed to the 22,000 peacekeeping forces under AMISOM.
And that's our up on our news desk. Thank you for joining us. If you have any feedback or comments, kindly send them on our SMS line 20058. My name is Diana Mbugua. Have a lovely day.